So here we go. We're doing just a little on the move reporting again. But did you all watch that little shit show that Trump pulled last night? Well, if you didn't, I watched it for you with cocktail in hand. You really didn't miss much because it was really just kind of all lie after lie after lie. But I don't have to tell you all that. You know that. What it really was a rehashing of information that we already knew. I mean, you didn't have to break into regular programming to tell us that China was interfering in our elections. We've known that since they interfered for you in 2016, Donald. Hmm. But you didn't mention that. In fact, you didn't talk about the interference in 2016 nor the interference in 2024 when they did that so to the point that it helped you get elected. Only in 2020 when they interfered, um, which actually happened under your administration too. Let's be clear about that. And what about Russia? Listen to this, you all. What the documents that were released did tell us is that the biggest villain in interference was in fact not China, but it was Russia. It was Russia. Why didn't you say anything about Russia? Didn't say nothing about Russia. Let's be clear. This is all a distraction to set up for what they are going to try to do come November of 2026 and what they will try in 2028. I have said this a time before and still stand on it. They're going to try and J6 this election again and steal them. And when they don't leave the White House, the National Security Presidential Memorandum 7 is set up to deal with an unrest or any unrest in the streets by the people. That's what Stephen Miller said earlier in the day yesterday. That's what you really need to be listening to. That's why they're building bunkers under the East Wing. That's why they are fortifying the doors of the White House. That's why they are building a larger helipad. It's all for the steal, baby. Baby, Olympus has already fallen. We told you all this was going to happen. We told y'all this was going to happen. So I would suggest it is time for those of us who are still asleep to wake up.